Yes, good night, good night, good night, all sports fans around the world. And of course, all the Saudi Crest fans. Let me say a very good night to you all. I know that tonight a lot of sporting activities going on, eh? Basketball, football, and a matter of fact, as we speak, the Jamaica Premier League match going on live right now, where we see Chapelton Maroons up against Falklands. What did they say? The clash of the minnows. These two teams occupy the very lower end of the table in the Premier League. So, of course, you know, the Chapelton Maroons have a whole lot to do. They have been rocked by a number of sanctions recently by the JFF. But notwithstanding, they have rebounded quite well. And what we are seeing now, they have maybe one of the most popular world coach in this Jamaica Premier League. I mean, when I said world coach, he has coached at the highest level, the national level. And of course, you know, he was the Reggae Boys coach at once after we departed company with the one Rene Simoes. And so Cloris de Oliveira is the head coach of this Chapelton Maroons team, and I suspect that he would have had the opportunity to motivate these students. And I say students because they must learn and they must be going on with a lot of enthusiasm now, right? Because, you know, this Chapelton Maroon team, as I said, they were hit rock bottom recently. Couldn't feel a team for a particular game. Sorry. And guess what? They're up. At one stage, we heard that they would have actually quit the competition. But, you know, good sense, I believe, has prevailed. And so, what is happening here? So I am actually looking at the game now with Chapelton Maroons versus Falklands. Still 0-0. A very good chance went begging from this Chapelton Maroons. I don't know how he missed that from inside the 6-yard box, people. And so, since I'm on this game live, yes, it is live. But one thing I must say, this game to me has looked far better than many of the games that I have seen so far in the Premier League. I don't know because it's the nature of both teams playing. But I have watched even the league leaders playing and haven't looked so bright, haven't looked so comfortable on the ball. Both teams had chances since this afternoon, yes, or should I say in this game currently going on. I think Chapelton Maroon had the two better chances, if you want to put it that way. Falkland had chance as well. So one thing I must say though, they don't have that cutting edge in attack. So they look comfortable on the ball, I would say. But in the attacking third, neither of the two teams really show that they can break down other teams. So, you know, it's basically now the 78th minute of play. Still 0-0. And still hoping for a goal. Both teams need to win to put themselves in a very good position. I mean, when you look at what the Premier League table looks like this year, or right now, where, I mean, the closest team to Shackleton Maroons and Falkland, maybe they're about 8 or so points ahead, maybe 12. So then one of these teams, they really need to win to put some light in this game, you know, to put themselves in a position that they can get themselves out of the relegation zone. So both teams are on 3 points, and the closest to them is Moulins on 11. So 8 points, yes. 8 points. People, I know that you are few, and you're probably being late like myself, but come on, as you enter the chat, people, as you enter the room, please hit the like button. I'm really having a little worse, yes, my throat. I've been actually doing some painting, and you know, that whole situation has given me, you know, a little punch in the throat, that is. So bear with me for tonight. Hope I'm clear enough, and if I'm not, you know what to do in the chat. So again, people, see that we have 4 current people in the view, our viewers. Let me get at least 4 likes. 1, good. Let's continue. So people, what we want to do tonight, I don't have a guest tonight, so we want to really discuss your favorite sports, your favorite teams. There's so much going on in the world of sports right now, you know. The Premier League, yes. In a little while, we'll have the Champions Leagues restart. Not just the Champions Leagues, but the Europa League. As some of my friends would say, the Bush League, the Thursday League. But never mind. I think this Thursday we'll see, is it this Thursday though? Manchester United facing Barcelona. Let me double check that one. But yes, the Europa League is on its way. So as the Champions League. So really it's next Thursday, not this Thursday. I'm calling it too soon. But that game though, for next Thursday, where Barcelona faces Man United. Very, very tight game. Very tight game. So we'll see next Thursday for all the Man U fans, all the Barcelona fans. Where is your bet? Where is your bet? So, as we said that, you know, next week as well, on the 14th and 15th, I think we'll have the Champions League. So we have a whole lot coming up. So the Champions League is the 14th and 15th, yes. So we have PSG versus Bayern, Milan versus Tottenham, yes. That's for the 14th. And on the 15th, Club Brugge versus Benfica. Dortmund versus Chelsea. And then the following week, you must wondering why I laugh when I have to call a certain team name. But Real Madrid will be traveling to Liverpool on the 21st. Very interesting game, eh? Poor Liverpool. Poor Jurgen Klopp. What will it be? So, Frankfurt, Napoli as well on the 21st. The 22nd, we'll see Man City traveling to RB Leipzig. And final game is Inter versus Porto. Again, people, please hit the like button and let me go. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, people. Let me just get myself some refreshment. That's water itself. Okay. Thank you very much for waiting. Yes. All right. So these are some very interesting sporting news coming up. People, there's another interesting news coming out of England. Very, very, very interesting news coming out of London, where it seems that Man City has found themselves in another financial situation, financial fair play situation. I think the news is of such where they have failed to be honest with their financial situation, right? So, you know, they could be charged or they are being charged, right? All right. So, the news is that they are saying Man City could face Premier League expulsion or points deduction as they are charged with breaking financial rules over 100 times on sponsorship deals, secret contracts, and payments. What is that really about? What is that about? Dale Thompson, big up yourself, me out. Big up the man called Dunga. So, we're seeing that I think this is the second time in recent history. Recent history. We say City are going to beat that just like they beat the European governing body. I believe so. I believe so. And people, as we talk about that, Falkland United has taken the lead in the Premier League matchup against Chapter Maroon. And this is in the 78th minute of play. So Chapter Maroons, carelessly at the back, giving away this ball. And the man stole it from the defender. Just run through and beat the goalkeeper with a very good effort. So I said earlier that they never had the cutting edge to beat the defense, so the defense has to give it away. Unfortunately for Chapter Maroons, they are 1-0 down. And luckily, they could have been a man down. But referee Golson, chose to save them by not issuing to that player Stevenson a second yellow card, which he rightly deserved. However, discretionary measures the referee used in that situation. So, Chapelton 0, Falkland 1. So yes, Dunga, what you say now? When then let me tell you the truth. You see, when you have good lawyers, man, or when you're guilty, they take you out of the problem. When you have a good lawyer or good lawyers, trust me. Alright, so let's see what happened though. I wouldn't want them to lose points. I think the best thing charges for that is to charge them the money, man. Let them pay big fines. Let them pay big fines. Alright. So, deal again. The last time City hired the man who helped to wrote the FFP law. I think they will find a lawyer who is the insider to beat the case. Hey, Dunga, you're not easy though. Where you get the information? Dunga, I can send the link to you, my youth. You want to come on here, come help me out. RR. Greetings, principal and PIBA family. Hey, I'm going to see if I can put the link in the chat. And any one of you, two of you can join me too, man. May I beg of you, RR and Dale. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So, you can join me live, Rasta. So, let me see. Da. All right. people. Yeah, man, we must get them 2 people if you come help you out, eh? Alright, we do now. StreamYard link. Copy. Go into the chat. Alright. So that's the link. Dale and RR. Yeah, man. So me send it in the chat there. Alright. Come give us some information, Dunga, because I know you're good like that, you know. Big and serious, alright? So, click it and come. I want to see you come into, you know. You don't know. Yeah, man, you are the boss. You know? Remember, I said you take the register. Alright? Dunga. Anytime you're ready, man, just click it and come. Alright, so Chapitan have a free kick. Hit it well, but the keeper saved. Keeper saved that one. So Chapitan not going down without a fight there, people. Alright, so Dunga, let me know if it link working out for you, or you want me to send it directly to your phone. Alright? So RR, come in at the thing to you, brother. Let's get some more of this information upon City, because this thing are really serious. Yeah, man, City now go on good, eh? Or City going on good. Now go on good because they lose yesterday. Remember what I said on Friday, people? Tottenham always hit City hard over the past couple of years. So it wasn't a surprise to me. Wasn't a surprise to me, people. Alright. So in the EPL too, another casualty as it relates to coach lost or losing their job. So is it Leeds coach? Mr. Marsh, the American, has lost his job. Alright. So while we wait on Dunga to join us live, and RR as well, we continue to look into the bigger news, bigger picture. For the cricket lovers, lovely cricket. Remember those days of the West Indies, cricket, lovely cricket. Liverpool FC have a few EPL trophy to collect. Retro, them other point. Oh, you're on the night shift, alright, bro, no problem. Still in. Where's City rob Liverpool? No, sir. That the part I not play on the field, brethren. If it was something played on the field, I would understand. I'm not going for that. Because number one, all those EPL leagues that we lost by those 1 points. Are you going to clap, give it away, man? We need to speak the truth. Clap, give it away. That is the reality. Clap give away 2 Premier League, 2 Champions League in his time at Liverpool. May I tell you that? Yeah. So, City never robbed them. Nobody never robbed Liverpool. Liverpool robbed themselves. I mean, a Liverpool fans die-hearted. But the truth is the truth, Rasta. Alright, I understand what you're saying now. But that's how you go. Dunga, talk to me now, what happened? I'm going to send the link to your phone then, Dunga, because I don't know why it takes so long. Hold on. Let's see if I can send a link to Dunga phone. Since 2009, them are going with it. Well, yes. And but the truth is in the bridging. And not the City alone. It's just that I think City, get caught. Remember at one stage, Barcelona was there. Chelsea. was sanctioned too. And because my club cheap, where them not get catch. Why? Yeah, there Dunga. Good sir, good. Eh? Tell me how it go, Bridget. Me not quite sure. Tell me how it go. Mm-hmm. No, I believe that, and I would support that too. I wouldn't go down with it a fight. Mm-hmm. But you know why I'm laughing though, Dunga? Remember, this is an international thing. It not just linked to Europe or England, Bridget. International. You get what I say? So, if the FA really will sit alone and let them roll over, let City lick them twice in the fact that they breach, and twice beat them with the law. The same law with them breach and beat them with. So the City would actually have a plan then. But Dunga, in all honesty though, what really happened? What is the whole situation surrounding that? The big news is yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But why? Why though? Why though? What you use as a mark to say they are not in that league? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But Dunga. Oh. But what about the fan base, as you said though? But the last time I checked, I think City gone past Liverpool in fan base now. Eh? That's what the information said. I check it. All right. Hold on. What I am saying, Manchester United in England. All right. Go on. Mm-hmm. No, no, not in recent time, unless they are. Yes? No? No? I can't recall. But hold on, before you make a point, the Dunga, you see empty seat at the Emirates, at City? Yeah, man. All right. No, man, I have seen that in Europe, in European, at one European night. Okay, all right. No, man. Man U is way ahead. Man U is way ahead, Dunga. It, it is fuzzy. But remember, they have, but they always make mention of some little undisclosed deals. Yes. But Dunga, what may I say still, you know? What may I say still? All right. Me just pull up some information, Dunga, and I'm not saying it is correct. All right. But when we get coming out of this, we're getting what they call stadium maps. All right. So then give we a table with the number of teams, top 10 teams, with football team with number of fans, and what I am looking at, not the fan base per se, but the fans. Because these fans would have been more like in England. All right. Manchester United, I believe, they have a stadium to host most fans. Huh? All right. Followed by who? Spurs. All right. Now, based on that though, the fan base, what I am seeing here, they say that Man United have 75 million, over 75 million base, yeah. You think I'm more than that? Them say over 75 million. And them say Chelsea have 49 million fan base. Yes, I think they gather over time. All right, people, just to break your dunga, the match has ended. So Falkland beat Chapelton Maroon 1-0. And so De Oliveira has lost his first game in charge, unfortunately. So the Chapelton Maroon now is rooted at the bottom of the table with 3 points, while Falkland gone up to 13 with 6 points. the two the two contenders who came up in the league, they are battling for relegation. All right, so that was it for that game. Yes, but Man City come now in third with 40 million, over 40 million. You don't see that possible. And Liverpool has 39 million. That surprised me though. That surprised me. Dunga, you might have to go closer to your mic or bring a bit low. Yes. Yes, but it is really surprising. That's true. That is true. You know, it's just that you always hear about some undisclosed deals. Which all the clubs have that, you know. All the clubs have those. It's really surprising. That's true.
Can't get more money close 284 million. Let's not direct no money that money, right? Yeah, just what? Yeah, Johnny just what? We don't believe that. If somebody call me fool, but me don't buy that.
It is rather interesting, Dunga, and I'm happy that you come on to share a little light on that.
Listen, guys, there's certain things where you can see, and you can say, yo, you listen to something factual. Even if it's not you check it, but and you can say, yo, we trust that. But this one alone, we can't stand trust. We don't have nothing against City. I don't have nothing against City. City's brilliant side. They deserve to win when they win. But let me tell you something, sir. You can't compete with other people up here within their needs and you are basically achieve. And that's what it comes down to. No, so when you go back and take the title when they win it, that's not what I'm saying. Because they don't believe that either. But when they really believe in that, it's the real city where they have to come into a little bit more transparency. Because, alright, sorry, I'm going to show you something with Chelsea matter. Why, as much as people say this and say that about Chelsea always abide by FFP. And I tell you how they abide by FFP. When Chelsea recognize, when Roman Abramovich recognized the club in a trouble, what did Chelsea man come down to? They design a model where they go after all the young players that they have talent, then they build a loan system. Chelsea have 63 players out on loan. When they buy players, let's say 100 million.
Yes.
But how many of the players they are going to make the grade at Chelsea when they have the loan system where they sell the clubs that were out the man loan and they make 50, they make 20 million here and there. And they offset because at the big signings, that's the battle at Chelsea over the years. That's what they've been doing. That's why they're able to beat FIFA fair play. If you fast forward with what Todd Boyle are doing right now is basically get players who are young, but have them on an 8-year contract rather than a 5-year contract. That's the loophole inside that to beat FFP. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you have 5 players and you pay 230 million for that 5 players, but you have them for an 8-year contract. No, sorry, you divide 8 by 2 contract. Tell me how much you pay a year.
My math's not so good tonight.
Alright, but the back from here, try to get you to say, alright, then you pay almost 30 million a year for your 5 talent where you might.
Yes.
That is a loophole for the system. Nobody did know about it because this guy owned a baseball or whatever team. And the same thing in you. And you have realized that we'll go through to find out where the loophole is in that system, what we can exploit with them can't all achieve. That's what he did. It's perfectly legal until the FA come up with the last stop.
Well, on the Dunga, let me hear what RR is saying. You know, RR say, yeah, it's money power. Of course, that's true. Some people suggest regulate City. They ought to be regulated, yes. And Dale, do you know there are section reserved for visitor at the DFMT Stadium? Eh? DFMT. What is that stadium, RR? So might be those the empty seat you are seeing. But the truth is, what I want to get at though, and this is why I'm not so interested in these type of story, because you see, one of the things, Dunga, you find and you have proved to say that these people or this club breach this financial fair play. But this can take up to 10 years before any particular sanction had been laid down, you know.
Sadly, if you think City are going to just lay over and let the FA run over them, you better admit it.
No, I don't.
Them boy, listen, Sadly, they are going to go head over. You're talking about billions of dollars investment in that club. Them are going to fight feet and kneel. They think that's any. I wouldn't be surprised when all this said and done, maybe, just like I said, maybe 10 years before any resolution.
No, at reality.
Because they're going to fight. Yeah, because they're going to tie it up in their court.
All right, number one, you know, you see the duration to which them say these breaches took place? From when?
Between 2009 and 2018.
That no madness, man. All right, so this is what I am saying. No regulation between 2010 and 2017.
Right.
Nothing was being checked. I mean, if there's such a breach, that means they should have personnel or somebody that check these things on a yearly basis.
I don't, I'm never counting with that now, sir. I think when these laws were written, they were written in if, and they were written, seriously. I think these were written in if,
Yes.
never planned out like, okay, what if this club challenge or what if that club challenge? They thought everybody would just go along with it, but that's not the case.
So,
I'm going to tell you something. The clubs them who have a lot of say in this are the same big clubs than the Arsenal, the Liverpool, the Manchester United in England. They are very powerful, sir. They're very powerful. When you talk about real power, Man United and Liverpool have real power even at the European governing body when it comes to
I know.
fixtures.
I
Very
believe.
powerful.
I believe you.
They're very powerful, man. Trust me. I never knew that Man United and Liverpool was that powerful.
Big man, listen, when you look at European titles, you know, brother, those two clubs are up there, you know.
Yeah, because they won between the two of them and 9 titles. They won 9 European.
You get what I'm saying? So, if you're going to look at that, when you have these two clubs actually showing off, you know, their power over time, showing off their power, they must have that leverage, you know. You know, and it's a situation where these clubs in their own domestic leagues have been garnering so much interest around the world. It's not an easy thing to say, well, these clubs are just name club, you know. Big club them, man.
Big clubs. They're
Big clubs.
massive fan base.
And if you look at, say, if you're gonna compare a Barcelona and Madrid, look at how they control La Liga.
Because they make La Liga monopoly where look, to show you how bad it is, you know, between Real Madrid and Barcelona, the control 80% of revenue. And when the Spanish auto chiefs say, all right, they're going to try to level it a little bit. When Barca go get between Barca and Real Madrid, they're going to get 80% of the goal, so they're going to get 60%. What did Real Madrid and Barcelona? Well, not Barcelona, but Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, man.
Why do you think Real Madrid won the Super League? Okay, all right.
Because they want to run it, man.
Listen, the one thing about it, when you move the money from 8% to 60%, that means Barca lose 10%, Real Madrid lose 10%. But the argument Real Madrid chief are making is that we are carrying the money in the league to a point, yes, because Real Madrid have a big fan base in that area. Real Madrid, let me put it this simple way here. Sorry, Real Madrid generate 1.3 billion US within Asia alone.
My God.
Let me put it that. Let me simply put.
Yes.
Them control the Asian market. That's what they're trying to tell us. Alright, why you think? I think it was last year, the year before. I think it was the year before, just before COVID, when they start, where Real Madrid are going in Asia go play
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but yeah,
Against Atletico Madrid. If I'm not mistaken, Saudi, when you can move a final for out of your country and to bring it to the next country, what I tell you, Saudi?
and to get the other team agree with you.
Because why? Because of the power of Real Madrid have. And on top of that, then look for Atletico Madrid and say, listen, we give 30% more of the money to come over this and come compete. $1 million.
Boy, let me tell you, this whole thing is, man, and you see one other thing about FIFA fair play. How international competition went. Let's say the World Cup, so to speak. And you also have the powerhouses in World Cup football, right? But they don't have so much leverage or so much talk on how things are run, even though they have their power.
True.
You get what I'm saying? And it all boils down to the factor of money.
Yes.
You know, so in club football, the amount of money that circulates among these clubs and among the governing bodies as well. That's why all of these things can come into play. That's how the power talk.
Because why do you think Maradona and Leonard Johansson, that used to be the former FIFA president from Brazil? Because when the World Cup was played in Mexico, Maradona complained that Argentina had played 12:30 and 1 o'clock in the starting sun.
Right.
It was very uncomfortable. And it's the same reason why Pele and Maradona never have such a good relationship, because Pele signed with Johansson. But the point of what I'm trying to make is that when you say that in FIFA there's that much leverage, maybe back then I could say that, but not now in the current FIFA. Because the reason why I say that in the Saudi, I think the World Cup that's just we're just finished the other day.
Yeah, in Dubai, yes.
That to me tells me the money change, and FIFA is not as clean as they once were. Not say they were clean back then either, but now it's blatant.
So you're saying because they put the World Cup down Middle East, you think that the man clean?
I think they're unclean.
No, but Dunga, remember a part of FIFA, you know, is the business, is to commercialize the sport, you know.
I agree.
And I'm sure based on that sense, their objectives of going down to Dubai and those places.
But Saudi, let me counter that argument. When the United States tried to host the World Cup, the United States wasn't a footballing power either.
No.
Right? Good. But what the United States have that the Middle East don't have, and we not talk money, right? And we not talk, but this, let me put it this way too, so you understand clearly what happened. The Middle East, in Dubai, don't really have, the Qatar don't have a league. The US did have a league, but they just like Qatar, they make a league, right?
Yeah.
But there was nothing that where you could say the Americans, but I said, no, influence it by tout it up and try to sell it. That's okay, that's legally okay. But it's never been where transaction takes place, where FIFA executives like Jack Warner, Chuck Blazer, Michel Platini, Seth Black, these people have money that change hands.
All right, but you notice what happened, and it wasn't far long after. Look at what happened in the CONCACAF. Look at Jack Warner. Look at even Platini. Look at Sepp. What I'm saying, Dunga, you have persons within the international scenes have the clout, and have the money, and want to dictate and buy out other so-called Minoff confeds. But as an overall check and balances, they know that it at some point very soon it must crash. They don't get that layaway.
But I think the fact that the fact that many really want to make Saudi where a World Cup check for a non-footballing country where it did not play at the end of the leagues around the world, end of the end of the league after when football finished and all of that. It break in between and play. I could understand that if this country that you're doing it for is a footballing country. But the fact that you're going to break it for a minnow or a country that is in its infancy, so to speak.
But Dunga,
I really, people may say this and say that, but I don't agree with that.
but Dunga, there's
But
no.
at the same time,
Yes.
the look back at the World Cup where just gone is a success. Even though I did not agree with it at first, it's a success.
It's probably one of the best, man. Trust me.
And you could argue it's the best World Cup final we've ever seen that we like.
No, I'm telling
We
you.
will never see.
I said it before the semi-finals. On one of these shows, I said it. But I'm saying this to say though, Dunga, while we can agree to disagree or disagree to agree, the fact of the matter is, playing the World Cup at Qatar and they have no league and as a minnow, there's nothing in the rule book or would have stated that you must be a league. Your country must have a what would I say now, a strong domestic league to host the World Cup. Once you're a member of FIFA, then of course you can host the World Cup. And Qatar has been a member of FIFA for some time.
But my problem with it is the time when I play. Saudi, look at it this way. They used to have the World Cup in January, right?
Yes.
We used to have the African football, African nations
In February.
Right? Right. In between seasons, right? So why FIFA move these tournaments to play in summer, but yet they now go back and then host a tournament in between
No man.
basically January then?
You know that most confeds would have their thing in summer.
Yes.
And put it this way, one of the reasons why the World Cup farm at this time to Dunga, don't forget is the temperature or the climate difference, For Qatar to host such a magnitude of games in the summer, we probably would have lost a lot of lives,
You could argue that.
I mean, I couldn't really look into it. I couldn't believe the people constructing stadium with ACs. Go to the extent to show you that, listen, this place is hot and this is our winter.
Me never like the idea.
I do understand, Dunga, but trust me, me love the World Cup. The World Cup was probably one of the great. It was in all aspects. It was good.
No, man, listen, Simon, this is a fan of the World Cup. I love the World Cup. I love the World Cup. You understand? That's why I'm a little bit, I'm in no sense when I watch the World Cup. So before me I watch Premier League and everything, then I watch World Cup.
Yeah, man, then I used to see World Cup before we had the Premier League, boss. But anyway, Dunga, so much of Man City. Let's look at some casualties that we have seen in the Premier League as it relates to coaching. So, the first casualty was who? Was it Thomas?
Still, the one who they are from Southampton?
Is it Southampton man? I think it was Tuchel.
No, Tuchel before, yes, you're right, Thomas, yeah. Tuchel, yeah. Then,
Let's take it one at a time. Your view. You believe it was a just decision by Chelsea to fire Tuchel at that time.
No, it's an unjust one. I think what I think happened is that Tuchel want to have more of a say in transfer. I don't think what's his name, the Chelsea chief, that I really want that. Him just coming out as a flexing muscle. So it's like him have an ego, Thomas have an ego. Because Thomas realized, look, me I compete against Pep and Clark. This thing is tough, me to get when me want to compete with them. And I guess maybe the Chelsea chief, maybe he would have loved to see it done, but he want it done the in way. Basically, he want to have a imprint with the players and he come in, like basically he want to take credit to bring them in. That's what they get from it. But to answer your question, I think they pull the trigger too fast against Tuchel. If a man with the European Cup, you know, wouldn't by just luck, you have to have some skill, some organization skill to get there.
And remember, it's half a season him taking.
Exactly. So I think they should have a little bit more patience. Because now they're supposed to have patience with a manager. It's not a bad manager. It's not a bad manager. I think given time it will come good. And I think given time the team will play really good football.
Well, they have no choice but to give him time now, based on their recent spending. They really have no choice.
You have to give him time.
Yes. But I believe in giving coaches time. Trust me, especially when they take over
They go too quick.
very hot jobs. So, give Mr. Potter some time and hopefully that he will prove a point.
Just like the Ten Pop. Let's say about it is a good coach indeed sometimes. But I agree.
Yes, I agree.
Because once a sponsor get him idea, who want him to take over in the mid-season? So you cannot really judge him. I'll be harsh. I think next season we'll have a full pre-season with the players and you have to give him some. They still have to give him some time because sometimes it takes a while to really get the point across and to get we have put for the pitch in a truly post for the pitch for the match day.
There's some other coaches that got the boot, What's the other coach? This man from Leeds. And,
Bissela?
right, think he went first. But, it
I'm
unfortunately.
tell you something, Bissela is a coach and they really love. But just like
Into man.
just like anything, after a while they will get found out. You have to have the know-how. It change, and I don't think he ever change. But he still is a coach and me love still. Me love Bissela as a coach.
I don't know much about him. I watch him. I know him like a tricky for deeds when normally go around and spy on people team.
Yeah.
Have them like a thing there.
He play the game.
He's a counter-attacking coach. That's what I know.
Me like him.
Him coach to minimize your chances, to put you in a problem. That's a good effort. But Mr. Marsh, who took over from him, I think he's probably the first coach to last a job within the same competition. Same here. The same season, right? Oh, that again is harsh. But guess what? It's the business. And it's going to take us now to my goodly friend Frank Lampard.
No.
What happened to Lampard, man? How could he last two clubs? Two It's funny though.
Before we get to more answer Lampard, listen. Patrick Vieira with our Crystal Palace, right? From a New York, I think he coached in the New York with the Manchester City whatever team, right?
Yes.
And then go and then coach Leeds, wherever the little side in France, and then him come back and get a job in a Premier League. The point we may try to make clear, sir, these coaches go over the years and learn them trade somewhere else and go through the rough patches and all that. Now, look, fast forward with Lampard. Lampard got Derby. Have a season was good. Then take him at Chelsea. Now, then come at Chelsea and get a bag of players who couldn't put in an assistant to play in losing job. And then come Everton, who pretty much, to me, have a better team than the players we have better players, better squad to really we would have said to compete. And in my squad do you think for the position when they're in the league, I don't think he do that justice. So when I try to say to you, the deficiencies that Lampard and Steven Gerrard have, it's a combination of them being good players and going to teams to coach where they just have one good season, and directors or chief board members think that, oh yes, these players are ready, all because of their races and nothing more.
And you see what happened?
It's sad to say, and we never really want to bring racing inside it, but it's true. Why get like black manager like Patrick Vieira who done do what he's supposed to do to get where? Why can't these people get interview and get good jobs?
Because it's all right. Put it this way: it is the English-based thing. You're not gonna find an England black man get a job, a coaching job. All right, and you know, I really, as you say, it's sad. I don't really want to go too much in that aspect of it because we can't find the, what would I say now, the real mix or the real argument to say the reasons why.
But the argument I'm trying to make to you is that to show you the people, the coaches who pay them to go and learn their craft and come back.
And
the wishy-washy, but then you have two players just because of what they're doing at the game. The board members think chairman just say, yes, they're ready for the job. But it's approved that it's not working. You can be a good player, but that doesn't mean you will be a good manager.
that is true because what this came out to me is that all of those good England players who decided to go into coaching have lost their jobs.
Exactly.
I've seen Wayne Rooney relegated 3 teams already.
Because, as you said, they really have to go back to Patrick Vieira. And then look at the next coach when I go back to. There's a coach named Hutchinson. I forgot his name, but he coach Norwich. And they make Norwich survive the drop. And as soon as Norwich survived it, I don't even think Norwich, as soon as you get Norwich, like, I don't want to tell a life anymore. I think when you get them to safety, they're fine.
Let me tell you.
We tell you the truth in us, I'm going to tell you the truth in us. Ever since even Norwich come back in the Premier League, every game in a month, they cheer on the team if we beat them. Every game when we see them, I mean, you just keep them because of that. Because I never, Chris Hutchinson, because I never think he did a bad job.
Yeah, that's true. I remember. That's true.
And you know one of the black managers was paying dues because they might not. Newcastle was there with the late Newcastle coach name and the late England manager, the Newcastle manager. Back when he was there with him, saying with him, sure, right through there. Right there with him.
You see, boss, what I have seen in England, and because they are so biased, the reality is none of these Englishmen really want to step out. Steven Gerrard stepped out to Rangers. But I thought he should have stayed there a little longer if he want to you know. But everybody have the aspiration, do you know? Me agree, yes.
You recognize that all of the big coaches them in the game, all big coaches, Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, all of them was working in a backroom staff with great coach, I remember.
Yeah.
Guardiola was there with Frank and Bobby Robson is the manager of that board. Jose Mourinho was at Barcelona with Bobby Robson, you know. That's the way Jose Mourinho get the name, the interpreter, he was the special one.
True. I mean, it's true, man.
It just goes to show that no matter where learning craft to see that man operate for the sideline.
Nobody really.
Okay, who Frank Lampard emulate sitting on the bench as a be assistant or a backroom staff be a great manager.
And you could call that. That's the reality.
Okay. Well, fast forward. Manchester United, Ten Hag. Who did Ten Hag learning craft from? The management.
Run it, man. You have the info.
At Bayern Munich, Pep Guardiola was there at the backroom staff. In fact, he was the coach of the under 23 from that mistaken. So all these managers were at the good from better managers than them.
And senior too.
Exactly.
Hold on, Dunga. Let me acknowledge the people in the chat though. I continue to say that LFC ruled the European title. Man U more the commercial club. Arsenal the world fan club. That's what RR is saying. Donald McPherson, aka Shangul. Bless up Sadi Crest and Dunga. Bless up yourself, my boss. Yeah man, happy for you to joining me, General. For real. RR Chapelton Maroon. Yes, Chapelton Maroon lost my boss. They lost 1-0 to Falkland. So we have to bounce. Go again, you know. But we still want to carry the Chapelton. We still want to carry the Maroons, you know, because they're close to it, right, Dunga? So we still give them the support as much as possible. So tomorrow I'll try and get an interview with the assistant coach. I can't get through the coach yet, but very soon I will reach there. But I'm gonna get it. So Dunga, yes, so these coaches, you know, we still lost their job, and I think away from Jesse Marsh, you know, the other clubs were sitting in good standing. When it's a good standing, we're able to continue or to even maintain their standing.
The problem with Southampton, with Aston at Southampton is that I think he's a good coach. I really think he's a good coach. But I say that because I really believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, the problem is with Southampton. When every time you have to sell a next player, and you give me news, what do you expect? What do you expect?
That's it, because they're just trying to make money.
Mm-hmm. You understand? So, why I win, I don't even think it solves the problem. Because the year before they were in trouble, and didn't get them out.
True.
You understand? So, and even before that, before it didn't get us out, he was being relatively good. He was Southampton with that team, we were happy with it. We're going to hope we agree with it. You agree with it.
No man, so Southampton is a spoiler team, man. They spoil your game at any time.
Yeah, spoiler team.
Trust me, spoiler team. But you know, this brings me now to my team and the team coach, Jurgen Klopp. You think Jurgen Klopp deserve right now to be still at Liverpool?
He might be crediting anybody. You see, I don't think we're going to really. I'm going to put it now. Sadly, Liverpool problem really started 18 months ago. And I'm going to tell you why Liverpool problem started 18 months ago. The best sports scientists Liverpool have leave and go to FIFA.
Yes.
Right? Alright. Then you find when Julian Ward left, right?
Mm-hmm.
That tell me something. That tell me some things is not right. Because this is one of the most successful man where no often really get a deal done, push it over the line. I think when you need to work and I said the club to have the financial strength plus them a look to sell. That's one. That's where instability started to start. No, you come with a new director. This director now, he hit the ground running. Okay, he come with a big signing. To show us like them need business. But actually, Liverpool didn't spend no money. You have Sadio Mane, you have when the Belgian game was done, when you got to square it, late goal for them.
Yeah man, Origi.
So then sell out some players when they get back the money, they recuperate the money. What may I try to say? to cut a long story short, is that say, enough of the problem we are going on Liverpool is half the field problem is not on the field problem, but some of it on the field. If you understand what I mean. Some of it is on the field where as Liverpool never really replace players or a plan for the future in terms of like, alright, the money at 27 to 28, so I'm going to start bringing the 23, 24.
They do that, Dunga. Dunga.
And that's what that's the thing. So they make one in terms of that,
Yes. But what about Diaz?
Right, Diaz got what that's in the injury room now, where Liverpool really
needs it.
Let's face it. When Liverpool at their best, the injury room, the midfield is what kept them at their best.
Yes, of course.
So if you don't have that engine and the legs in that big ladder part, you're gonna get found out, and that's what happened to them right now.
Listen, you know the reason why I believe this happened? Klopp play one way and stubborn. Because him have this nucleus of player who him believe in. Good? Him not willing to make no adjustment or to have a second system. Hold on, Dunga. I know people might say that he has proven it and him win. But most of these titles that he has lost or games is because of the same one system where every team, don't forget, boss, every team around in England is improving, So not because you have gained success last year, meaning that you'll be able to go through this season. The teams are improving. And Klopp, to me, coach as if everything remained the same.
But one thing you don't, let me tell you something. When you have a change, I say I got change, I'm going to go back to Alex Ferguson. When Alex Ferguson recognized that Arsene Wenger come and change the game, when you do the backroom staff, and get rid of them, and bring in the Dutch guy, the Philistine, or whatever his name is, start playing better brother football. Then he'll go and he take Carlos Queiroz and come, start playing different brother football. Jose Mourinho come and I go with the same thing, I see it, everything changes.
What? Exactly.
But where Klopp still have Lingard, I've been trusting him. But me think if you're gonna move forward, listen, you have to get new coach, new ideas.
That is what is the big man. Right now, Jurgen Klopp can't do an interview. Him lost confidence. Then if he can't believe him need to go. Listen, there's a history behind Klopp, There's a history behind Klopp. And every Liverpool fan who I talk football with, you can ask him, you can call Boopy now, if Boopy willing to take your call in a deep sleep, and he will tell you yes. 3 years now, listen no Dunga man, at 3 years now, me I complain about Klopp. Let me hear what Shangula say in the chat. Klopp need new challenge and fresh legs. For me, too much overachieve mediocre players.
That's the problem.
Hey, you're right, Shangul. But guess what, Bridget? Who keep those players?
Listen, Sadi. Take my foolish advice. The reason why you can't fire Klopp is the owner of Liverpool was relying on Klopp, just like how Manchester United relied on Ferguson to compete even when they're not spending, because they know these managers are good enough to take average players and turn them into superstars. That is Klopp downfall.
Hello.
Because them things say work it with Sadio Mane, we work it with Firmino, we work it with Salah, we work it with Henderson, we work it with Gini Ronaldo, and now this player which were average player, and then take them, turn them into a superstar.
Big man. Why we are saying they are average? I think that is harsh on those players. Why? Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Dunga. Average player no come and hit the ground running, Virgin. Well, I know. They're probably being average to you because of the teams that they were playing in. Why not? Sadio Mane. Well, I know, man. Sadio Mane could have make any team in England. Any big team. Wrong or right?
I don't think based on where you see my Liverpool, yeah.
He could make City team.
But, like, coming from Southampton?
Eh.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
You see, because this is what I'm saying. You don't think so because of what you have seen of Sadio Mane in 2 years.
No.
Listen, big man, Sadio Mane have a very good record at Southampton, you know.
Yes, but
Sadio Mane was scoring goals and outplaying a lot of teams, all the big teams too, you know.
Sorry, when you come to Liverpool, the system of club design makes me flourish.
Me agree.
Okay.
So that's why me I say no average man average. If you give him some, once he can adapt, Dunga, if a player can adapt to a system, you can't call him average.
But, okay, alright then. But we have to something. Like, Oak City acquires the 5 players, right? Where you'd have to them borderline superstar when they come. You say when Sadio Mane come to Liverpool, he was borderline superstar?
He was borderline superstar.
Yeah, me say, if you think when Sadio Mane come to Liverpool that he was borderline superstar.
Maybe no, I wouldn't say that.
No, I would exactly. Do you think that when Mohamed Salah come here he was superstar, or borderline superstar?
Maybe.
I think he is.
Maybe.
And I think he is.
Okay.
I'm not saying that based on when he leave Roma to come to Liverpool.
Mm.
I'm saying that from when he was at Basel or whatever. That evening when I saw him play against Chelsea in the Champions League in the era.
Big man, you know that when Salah came when he went to Chelsea, Liverpool was the first team went for him.
Yes, but it just goes to show you sometimes when they make money, they can go
But
where you think say it would have been better off.
what I am saying that, and Shangul mentioned something in the chat where he says that club heavy metal football will need constant squad replenishment. Of course, which FSG have not and will not accommodate. The point what I'm saying, Klopp knows him football. I mean, I watch Klopp from Dortmund days. See? Klopp will not change his system. He could have done that at Dortmund because of the level of competitiveness with the other teams in the Bundesliga. Now you come to the Premier League. Remember when Klopp came to the Premier League, you know, Klopp had run down and beat up every team, you know, but guess what? If him score 5, the next team will score 4 if he win. So you could see the system that he might work on. After 2 years, what the other teams start find out, the only way to stop Klopp and his team is to a low block.
But they still didn't do it.
Oh, they did it, man. A lot of teams suffered Liverpool. Liverpool suffered a lot of games, you know.
Yeah, but sorry,
Liverpool suffered a lot of games.
to tell you the honest truth,
Mm-hmm.
when Liverpool really changes when they bought Alisson and Van Dijk, that's when Liverpool become a real powerhouse.
I agree with that too. But don't forget, that's not when the system started.
The system started, but the spine of the system was weak.
The back line.
The spine of the system, yes, the spine of the system. Listen, any team of win title, a good goalkeeper, a top class goalkeeper, a top class centre back, a top class mid, and a top class striker. But the game has changed because now it's a front three, most clubs where share the goal.
So you see, when I say, knowing that, and this is what I am saying, Dunga, this is what gives my argument some leverage or some confidence to beat any other argument with Klopp. Every team in the Premier League add to their strengths. Listen to me good, you know. Add to their strengths, you know. Not their weaknesses, you know. Now, Klopp had a midfield, and this is the other thing. I mean, nobody not tell me about no FSG or no Michael Edwards. If Klopp hold on and Coutinho for a long time, because he want that type of player, good. Why couldn't he try his best to replace Coutinho? How many windows pass?
Because Coutinho never went in.
Eh?
Coutinho wasn't what he needed.
Mm-hmm. Him say him not see the player yet. That's what he said.
But the argument, let's say, in a sense, you know, because when you look on a successful team them over the years, still a front three them play with it. So why did I expect Klopp to change from in front three to revert to play somewhere in the comfortable place? Now the player when comfortable, just like everybody else.
But Dunga, when me a try. No, sir.
Only man where you can't play. I really try not to respect Guardiola because he can't play as a
But big man, tell me which team go Anfield or even playing Liverpool and try to toe-to-toe with Liverpool away from this series.
The only team that do that is City.
All right. And you see what happened. Now, the point I'm making is everybody knows Liverpool's strength. So guess what? Let us not fool ourselves. Let us play within our means. Liverpool and Klopp not see nobody's strength. Klopp, listen, I've seen Liverpool conceded goals in the first 5 minutes for the past 2 years. Were unbelievable. And you tell me, say, a sensible coach. If you see that, the first thing me I say to my team, listen, go easy. Why in the first 5 minutes, a team in a year goal era? All the time. It is possible, but we need to stop that first and foremost.
Yeah, to stop that.
And you tell me, so that's not a coaching deficiency?
If you had to win a championship, when you really cannot be
big man, I not tell you, I tell them, I coach them. You think a school boy them? A professional players these, you know, brother?
Yeah, but if you have players who love go forward, it's irrelevant, you can't teach them to come back on it.
How you say Dunga, man? We ask. Of course they can. They can.
That's what I differ from you. I don't believe that.
They can, boss. They can. Listen.
That would be like I can't tell, like the City man then. I know it's a fact. Say City did adjust. Yeah? So know them make them adjust.
They have to adjust, man.
Especially when the first season when Diaz come. You know, so they make one adjustment.
They have to adjust. And this is what I am saying. You have to make adjustment based on the players. What I rate Klopp and Pep with, you know, they buy players or they get players to suit their system, which is good. Mm-hmm. But what happens when the players who you have now are not suitable for the system? You still have to push it.
Yeah, but it's not listen.
Listen, me big man.
We at some point, and I think City has suffered from the great thing, but not as the magnitude as the Liverpool has suffered. Is that every team has a cycle where you have players between 23, 20 and 27, where you have 28 and 22, where you get the best of them, right? And them start crafting out a line with them at 29, 30, 31. It's a generally school of them.
Listen, me, man. Me thought this too, you know. When Liverpool acquire my youth from Barcelona, Thiago.
Bayern Munich.
Yeah, from Bayern Munich, I should say. He was at Barcelona long before then.
Yeah, not long before that.
I couldn't, in the life of me, knowing how Klopp play, I couldn't see Thiago making a long-term impact. No way. No way.
I'll hear the argument that we are making, and I'm going to tell you something. The league percent never agree with you, because I thought when he came over, I said, yo, Liverpool are going to try to beat more control. I remember the midfield was just Henderson, Fabinho, and where they look at Farmer Newcastle,
Why not?
Yeah, there was a midfield was just press. But the ball, to me, used to control the ball better, use the ball better, was Ronaldo. So when they get Thiago, they say, why not the picking captain a pressing team, then come at it, then the way, then get at it. But they say, alright, you know what, I'm going to give the benefit I know. Let me see way back with him. But as good as Thiago be, I wouldn't have a success like that.
I think my thinking was he would use Thiago more in a Champions League settings, because in England nobody give you this time on the ball. And wanting some experience in Europe, eh? What I'm saying, Bridget, Thiago is a very good player, to date, I'm just talking about the system where the man believe in, Bridget. Thiago is not for that system. So I figured that he would change somewhat. That's what I'm saying. I figured that Klopp would have changed the system or altered it. Not change it, but alter the system, tweak it. I've seen where, no, look here. I don't want to spend much longer upon this, but for the past couple of weeks, Van Dijk, your big defender, out. He never do so well either. But you have some defenders now who are far below average, if you ask me. And form and ability. Because Van Dijk, a fit Van Dijk make any 1 foot man look good. Alright. This is my point. For sure you say the man have no system and have not tact in terms of a coach. You have a leaking defense. You still play 4-4-2 with the wing back them for your flow. Why can't you adjust? Put in a third centre half, still having your wing back now, and allow them to flow as high as they want.
Liverpool are going to play that way, Sadi. They will never play that way.
And Liverpool are clap. And
no,
but I've seen him do it already,
Yeah, but it never works.
Of course, he gets success. But he immediately changed because him defender did come back.
When they play 4-3-2-1, even someone Klopp use that system, me nearly use that system to rest. When I rest Sadio I will rest Salah.
So
most likely use that after long trip away in Europe.
No man.
Every time I see music, that's what I use.
I full agree with you. So and it worked, don't it?
It worked to a point.
Alright. So this is what I'm saying. Build on a situation, build on a plan B. So game not going your way, you must can move. Too much time. I have seen teams, almost every team in this Premier League except Liverpool. All the team were down at bottom. I switch the way them play, I change them system during a game. If you try, if you counteract the other team. But anyway, I think Klopp is very lucky to have his job right now. Very, very lucky. And there's a history, I want you to check it, Probably you know this, Dunga. You know Klopp history?
Yeah, but to me, alright, let me ask you something then, Out of Pep and Klopp, which one is much more successful over the last 7 years in terms of what they came to the club to win?
Look here, I know what you're gonna say, and it's a very difficult one.
Alright.
Well, I know. And the reason why I say it's a difficult one, you're gonna say Pep now win Champions League. But hold on, my boss, hold on. How many titles have Klopp won?
He won the Premier League.
How many
Won the
times?
Champions League.
No, Pep now win the Champions League yet.
But me just said to you, but me just assure you, he won everything that he's supposed to win. Everything.
That's who.
Klopp.
Okay.
Everything there is to win with Liverpool.
Yes.
But Pep Guardiola wasn't brought into Manchester City to win Premier League title. Pep Guardiola brought into Manchester City to win the Champions League, to put Manchester City on the landmark and the map of powerhouse football in European.
But
That's what he was brought.
Dunga, yeah,
We're already winning the league. Can you agree with the league?
I share. Well, I know, man. I share that with you. But guess what? Not because you brought to win Champions League, you have to win the league too.
Yes.
And what he has done, unbelievable too. So, if you're gonna use that to rate him and to say him now win the Champions League, but quantify now with me, Mr. Thompson. Break it down to titles, boss. Who is more successful?
Well, in my view,
Every year, Klopp win a title, you know.
yeah, but guess what? What we have to do is say, what we have to do is,
Our cups.
yeah, but when I look at it, all these titles were City winning them. Whenever they beat Liverpool by 1 point, them since they could have got it down.
No, Liverpool dashed them away. Liverpool dashed away one of them.
I tend to agree with you. That's one in January when they did this.
Yeah, man. Liverpool dashed it away, man. Clean. Clap dashed it away. Clap dashed it away.
Yeah, I agree with you with that one then, because that game when they do a West Ham and go draw that day, when they have West Ham to kill West Ham out, they miss so many chances, and that's when they lead doing the down to 2, and that's when City came. Whereas City catch him when City win the next game, they might go 1 point above.
Yeah, man.
Liverpool, they drop.
Then panic. They went into panic zone.
Yeah, but as I said, still, the Premier League is still a good league, and so since we have this City together, we don't really want, especially like the Dark City this year, because we don't want the league here where Arsenal with the league and they feel like no Arsenal fan, as much as they want with the league, that's not the way they want the league. They want
No, man. You know, for it. It's not going to happen this year, Dunga.
it not go up this year, but
You have at least another 5 years before a sanction layout. I can put my money on that.
yeah, man, because we want Arsenal with the man, because we want to look like, we don't want to drop down, Yeah, man.
Wait, say you know what Arsenal to win?
No, we don't want Arsenal with drop by you. Say, man, they have full amount by you. Next time, and links, and think that the man, they full amount by you.
Yeah, man, and the one Leo Face. The man they full of thought, man. That's true.
Yo, brother, they are so happy for the man. Jesus Christ, man. The man, know this thing, man. This man, they attack with this man, man.
Wait, but you see, because then nearest rival lose too.
You have to know them. Say, yo, so you just with the devil and stop down shirt over a weekend. Yo, when it comes to Arsenal within a title, all I cry, God, do with them. Say, yes,
So Dunga, tell me which team you think going to overtake Arsenal? Okay. Mm.
I think they must go. I think they must go with it. A bad time because the one day we just in the bad time. You get the rest of the time.
Mm.
The next time they will do that to start it.
Yeah.
That's correct. But you can't touch it. You can't touch it, but they're not gonna.
Let me tell you one of the things is though. I am not an Arsenal fan, but I just like the way how Mikel Arteta going about his business. Big man, Arteta shows that he was a coach of planning, a coach that learned, and a coach that is willing to go extra mile.
Remember, I said to you, I said, maybe the coach, why after that is so successful, brother? We sit down with Pep. We tell us that all our coaches that we're good are we do what we do. They always sit down on the bench and watch the big coach them coach. All of them, man, many of them.
Me no see allow me hear people that tip Steven Gerrard. Look here, me want class he back a clap, but Steven Gerrard can't manage my job. What Steven Gerrard should have done, I tried coming in a system when he get fired a while ago, the other day. Go back, go help out, or go in a backroom staff, go learn, because they would accept that.
Of course. Listen, there's nothing deep. That's I learn the craft.
Look here,
I don't want to just look at
Dunga,
by design.
you see in my years coaching schoolboys, or even at the Doncaster Cup level, since I started coaching Doncaster Cup level, you know, there are 3 coaches that I don't leave them out 1 minute. You know. 1, Glenton Hutchinson, may his soul rest in peace. See? 2, Vass Reynolds. Why? Me believe in them 2, man. They must coach and assistant me from my youth and me could have pick up certain things.
Right.
3, Henry. So Henry that used to coach JC.
Yeah.
Me left out them, man. Because those are people who me see, not just as winners in Virgin, but how them man they structure their system. When me I learn to write a football program, those are the 3 men me sit with at different points to get and learn the thing in Virgin. I remember that Henry looked at me and said, you would continue the way I do. A man said, listen, you have the temperament to be a very development coach, and that's what I do. I never have the capacity or the will per se coming from my institution where I could have said, boy, I'm going to win the cup. I tell you, me know that. Me not kill myself or fight myself. Me know. Because, hey, I have traveling to match, brethren. And me I reach a match 15 minutes before match time. When me have a very good team. You understand what I say? Because we were not willing and strong enough to ensure that we bus reach at our ground or at school 10 o'clock in the morning. We have to wait till bus run trip and all that something to get up. Hey. So these are things that I know were against us as a school and as a team. So listen, me work with them. Hey, Dunga, let me tell you this. I said it all the time. Maybe at the first me I say it openly. I have a player already, you know, who me know. Big player. But that year, in his final year at Doncaster Cup, it was one of my weakest team. I went up on a rebuilding. You hear me say, man? And I send him go to JC. Everybody in my school and in my community would have cut off my feet. And the youth go JC with Henry. He was the second highest goal scorer in a Manning Cup region that year. He couldn't achieve that at Yuatan. I've had player already when we send to other coaches. And I'm saying, you have to look at what you have. I am not one of those coaches that win at all costs. No.
No, man.
Me look at the youth, them bridging, the youth, them me I take care of. Well, I'm a teacher anyway.
Sometimes, we see stuff here, you know, sometimes, like, even with the younger kids, but they're supposed to have a coach really and just try to let them learn the craft or learn to play the game. When they take it, it's like a result. So they're not play certain kids because the kids are not going to make their win. So it's not going to, all the person are going to develop.
Look here.
You have to teach kids to just win a dog class rather than learning the sport. And that's what I see them do all the time.
My
All the time. All the time.
my 12 years of coaching at the Dacaster Cup level. Out of those 12 years, or 3 years, me did give myself 3 seasons or when me have myself, when me think me could challenge for the title. 2 of those seasons get knocked out a quarter final. Again, inexperience. Even on my part too, me not take no blame. Me not give up all the blame. Me have to take some of the blame.
Just like him.
You get what me I say?
Yeah, because even like him with company, why maybe they don't win that kind of stuff. And I thought, say like 80 years or whatever, and they say, you could come down there next year and stuff.
Big man, I remember when Chick V come, me have a team to win the cup, you know. And I play a quarter final match against Garvey Masio. With 12 man, 12 players.
Yeah.
And from those, in those 12 players, 3 of them are goalkeeper. Okay. My main goalkeeper had to use him outfield.
Yeah.
And we lost that game 3-2. And listen, I wrote and I call and I beg Issa, just put off the game. Give me another day to make some of my youth them. Me start a youth in another game, the Virgin way. A 1 foot youth run pan. Because Chick V lick him. He was the only one who could have, come back.
But this how we understand though.
And we lost.
You have problem with Chick V and them know say is a thing where I'm one within the society and them will allow a reschedule.
No man, me I tell you. So you see, Dunga, that's why me say when you're looking to going to win and win, there are so many things that can throw you off, Bridget.
Yeah.
Me think me do everything. I think I did everything that year when me should have be able to really challenge for the Dacaster Cup. Me I tell you. Okay. But yeah man, it's in nature of it. I learn as me go along and me tell people, look here, me can advise some people, me can see things. I don't talk a lot about football, you know. Because the way me see a lot of people discuss football and personal feelings. Good? Which me strongly believe, say, you must be objective. Not because you like Team A, you think Team A is the best. No, man. You need to be... I no joke, Dunga, trust me. No joke about it. So, Dunga,
Yeah, man.
you know, it was really good. But before you go, let me ask you a question as it relates to the EPL. I'm not sure. I think you dodge me out on this. At this point, which team in the EPL you're supporting? Give me an answer, Dunga.
Listen, you see, as I said, me look at the football, me look at it in a way where me mostly analyze it and it's true.
I know, but you must. This is what I'm asking you. Give me the team that you're supporting.
I don't really put it, my team that I do really good. You see what I said?
Which is your team?
My team, I hold bad boy and from long time.
Who? Bolton?
Wimbledon, which I
Oh. All right. So that means you don't support a team in the Premier League.
No, but we just watch them.
Okay.
I'll be like, listen, if you ask me, me like how Arsenal play, but at the same time, they're not
That's it. That's true. That's right.
Because the man them play proper football. You understand? The Man United and team we can't stand, but at the same time we can't say, based on the feel we are going with them, the guy was saying pull it back, but they're in the right direction. They're going in the right direction.
I like Ten Hag.
Yes.
I like him thing. Yeah, man. Him really deserve everything.
They like how Klopp team play when they would have full field. Then yeah, brilliant to watch. They like right now. They like how Eddie Howe at Newcastle taking time, with time. And this is the same as it better and better. The goal was good when they had more goals in it, but it never happened.
Trust me. He never have that clout there, man.
Never had a club like this happen. The seat where little by little started. You see transition up. We need to see that from Papa at Chelsea. But we don't have to happen to that exact week. You get what I'm saying?
You know, Eddie Howe is the first coach me really see play a low block. And the low block when play is not just all defending. But him play it so deep. And as no man. When him that Bournemouth, I saw him play it against City and I saw him play it against Liverpool. Where when he won the ball, him not just kick it up. I try to get rid of it. Him still play it through. The only problem is that he never had that cutting edge up front. So him used to boom, 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 but them never have the cutting edge when can really go finish and so on. Very good final it will be. I suspect a good finals.
Yeah, because you talk about, remind about it, last time they got Man United, they give Man United more than a game.
True. A good team. Good team, man. Trust me, good team.
It just goes to show you that you don't have a ball superstar to produce good football. What you need is for players to mind what they're doing. That's what you need.
You need players who can really handle themselves technically and tactically.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Yeah,
man. For real. With speed too. I mean, you have to have quality bridging, but
You have to have some quality, man.
you don't have to be that extra hype player, you know? That sort of thing.
Just have some quality, man. Just have something about it.
So, Dunga, you have been a very, very good guest again. And I know that we can call on you all the time. You have delivered, you have brought some things very clear to us, especially with this City situation. And we hope that, you know, even though I suspect this will take a long time, 5 to 10 years, believe you me, based on the investigation that will be carried out and based on what they are saying, what City presents, and as what you mentioned, the type of representations that City will get. Yes. Please do. Yeah, man. They know the ins and the outs. So, yes. So, we want to wrap up the show. I just want to look at one thing. So, Mr. Thompson, when you want to go, you can go whenever you feel it. Thank you very much again. And see you. All right, respect. So, people, we are coming to the end of the show, but we just want to touch a little on the cricket. Cricket, lovely cricket people. The West Indies facing Zimbabwe. This might say that Zimbabwe is a very weak team. But regardless of what, people, this team that we look at, the West Indies has made in their first inning 447 for 6 declared. Oh, declared and they made that from 143 overs. That's a very good knock. And one thing though, as much as we believe that Zimbabwe is a weak team, don't forget that every run score or every ball played must be played on their merit. And I don't believe Zimbabwe bowled those 143 bad overs. Alright? What interesting in this game though, people, is the opening stand that we have not seen in West Indies cricket for a long time. Very long time. I think the opening stand was 200 and something between Captain Craig Brathwaite and, what did his name again? Tajen Narayan Shandapal. Very good opening stand. And so Craig Brathwaite make 182 runs, people. 182 from 312 balls. 18 fours in that knock. But Mr. Shandapal, very impressive. This in his 5th test, made himself a double century. 207 not out of 467 balls. 16 fours and 3 sixes. Can he repeat this performance? It is day 3 though, people. It is day 3. And one has to believe that this test may very well be in a draw. I think it will draw because I don't think West Indies can bowl out Zimbabwe ties. We have seen strange things happen. However, right now, Zimbabwe is going great guns, I believe. 114 for 3. Yes. So, their opening batsman, yes, Kaya, he has a very interesting name, Innocent. Innocent Kaya. He's on 59 from 115 ball, 9 fours. That means he has the temperament to stay there. Has the temperament. So, he's still there, not out, on 59. And let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. It's day 3 now. And so Zimbabwe is trailing the West Indies by Chris Gale's number, 333. Will that have an impact on the game? Let's see. But I want just to say, West Indies have a tendency to do well in one innings and very poor in the other. So, bearing no rain, I'm sure that West Indies will go on the attack. Because I can't see Zimbabwe winning this game. Can't see Zimbabwe making 300 runs and declare. Try to bowl out West Indies for 50 and try to beat it off. I can't see them making 400 runs. I can't see Zimbabwe batting out 2 days. So, most likely result is a draw. So again, that is the first test, Zimbabwe versus West Indies. And it will finish on Wednesday. Yes, 2 days to go. So let's hope the West Indies can, bowl out Zimbabwe very early tomorrow and put them under some pressure on the final day to see what will happen, to see if they could bat out a day to save the game. West Indies can't do that. Luckily, them bat first. So the wicket takers for West Indies is Alzarri Joseph. Right? Moti has taken 1, 2. That's Gudakesh. Gudakesh Moti has taken 1 wicket, a spinner. And also Craig Brathwaite, the captain, has taken 1 wicket from 4 balls, 5 runs. So he has actually created that last minute dog into the team. Yes, so they'll have another 2 balls to face in the Craig Brathwaite over tomorrow morning, or probably no. based on the time. All right. So that's what cricket is all about for West Indies. Doing well. Don't know if the change of coach or so on would have given them a springboard to set off. All right, so people, that's where we leave you tonight. That's where we leave you for another episode of the Saudi Crest Show. Thank you very much. Yes, Danal. Worst Indies at it, good going. Yeah, man, Worst Indies. No, they are West Indies now. Don't call down too much of ours on them, sir. Don't you dare do that. They are doing well. And let us accept what is happening for the West Indies. All right? So, see you again. Hope to see you on Wednesday. We'll be taking or carrying out on this show some educational content, as we have decided that Wednesday is geared towards education. And people, if you notice, even though we say education, we still got entertained and we were educated. We were getting them some sports information. So if you notice, all these three topics, sports, entertainment, and education, they tie up with each other. All right? Again, thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for your likes, and thank you for sharing the Saudi Crest Show. I trust that you have a great night and a wonderful day. See you on Wednesday. Bye.